Stifel Nicholas and Company Incorporated. Member SIPC and NYSE.
Past performance is no indication of future results. Investing involves risk. Consult a financial advisor before making any investment decisions.
Now, from the Signature Bank Studios.
This hour of The Shaun Thompson Show is sponsored exclusively by DonleyAuctions.com. Wild West items, political history, we sell your American treasures. DonleyAuctions.com.
AM 560. The Answer.
Epstein. Reid Hoffman. Tom Pritzker. You never hear Tom Pritzker mentioned with Epstein. Yet they were besties at the Zorro Ranch. Yeah, because they all walked around with masks on, their little sword in their hands. Sickos!
Guys, we just broke the entire Jeffrey Epstein story. If Ace Greenberg brought Jeffrey Epstein into the BCCI deals at Bear, that explains literally everything. It explains Jeffrey Epstein's meteoric rise. It explains why everyone was so charmed by him. Hint, not because of his charm. It explains how in 1982 he's already meeting with major CIA, MI6, Saudi intelligence officials, Doug Lee, Stan Pottinger, Adnan Khashoggi, Middle Eastern sheikhs. Oh, it's because he handled BCCI at Bear, handling CIA financing, disguising illegal weapons sales as complex financial transactions for commodities or oil. That explains how Jeffrey Epstein got a specialty in complex financial transactions.
CIA. At the root of every fracking scandal is our own government. At the root of it all. But then again, are they our government? Who exactly has oversight? The CIA. What's their budget? Bunch of thieving, drug-dealing rats. You're hard to figure out. Richard Brookfield.
Richard, this is Where's My Flag, Richard. I want to know why on the puke, this one, the blonde gal, ugly as all hell, she's waving her finger around like she's got a booger on it. I'll tell you one thing, I only favor reparations for black people. Hey, honey, 600,000 white Civil War soldiers and all their wives that supported them lost their lives, 600,000 white soldiers. I want my great-great-granduncle, William Bocephus Romano Jr., died in the Civil War.
I knew there would be an Italian there. I knew there was at least one of us there. I'll tell you another thing, Richard. Right now, as we speak, year 2026, 54 countries in Africa, all 54 have some version of slavery to this day. Who's going to pay reparations there? You want to talk about the Barbaries? Well, how far back you want to go? Because you know the one constant in humanity and mankind that isn't just prostitution, it's slavery. And by the way, nobody enslaves more black people than other black people. Thank you very much. George, Naperville.
Yeah, Shaun, if the fact checkers ever come after you,
wait, did you say
points because Michelle is a natural beauty?
Oh, she's lovely. Did you say fat checkers or fact? Because if the fat ones come, then it's going to be like that movie Fatso with Dom DeLuise. They start ripping the cabinets off. Once these Fatsos understand there's no more saltine crackers, things can take a real hard turn. Terry, Dyer, Indiana.
Hey, Shaun, this whole Tom Massie thing. Did you see his concession speech last night?
Let me tell you something. I played some of it. I mean, I can only watch so much of it. You know, I keep breaking the clickers. That's why they don't like when I come back here. We got to go to Comcast over and over and over again. I don't like when people lie and they get away with it. I never liked it. I never liked that fraud. Listen to me. This whole thing, I'll never forget when I first started doing this. We had these guys come out, though. You're kind of a libertarian. And at that time, that schizophrenic who murdered his neighbor in Belize, what the hell was his name? McAfee? McAfee was going to be the presidential. I said, are you out of your fracking mind? I have a hard enough time every once in a while voting for somebody who tells me they're Republican. I'm not affiliated with any of you morons. But when you hire that schizophrenic with the frosted hair, it clearly killed the neighbor. I mean, get the hell out of here. I never saw a group of unorganized misfits outside of the Republicans that even would pretend there's virtue by Tom Massie because he told you he was a libertarian or you told him he was a libertarian. You can't see this guy for what he is, elected like all these other Tea Party morons. Out of the Tea Party guys, How many are still trying to do what they told their people in 2012? 5? Is it even 5?
Forever.
I think it's 5. Yeah. There's only 5 that ever really talk about it. And those are the ones who every time they run, they don't only have to beat the Democrats, they have to beat the inside Republicans. Ron Johnson's one of those guys, right? So they're always fighting their own party, and they're fighting the Democrats. That's why, whether Trump admits it or not, him, me, you, and everybody listening, we are the real third party. I am not a Republican. The only thing that makes me even slightly more offended than Democrat is if someone thinks I'm a Republican. When you look at these scumbags, what did you do? What have any of you done? Nothing. Ro Khanna, I've got the evidence. Listen to me. There isn't a hedge fund. There isn't an offspring of Warren Buffett or anybody else that ever made every trade $16,500. It's a mathematical impossibility to not have a losing trade. It's a mathematical impossibility to be elected for 2,000 days and make $170 million. You never had a loser? He's a thief right out in front of you. And he walks around and he's on committees? Get the hell out of here. I mean, that's like having the gangster disciples patrol the area for drugs.
You know how, and here's the easiest way to spot that they're a thief. His concession speech last night, they're all cheering. You lost, and you're still acting like you're a winner. No, you're a loser.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. He got elected by lying. So when you're unelected, you tell another lie. Before you know it, you're a Democrat. And you couldn't tell the truth if I had a 38 behind your ear. Couldn't do it. Cannot do it. Isn't that right, Ro? Now, you got any insight into the markets? What do you think about the price of oil, you fracking thief?
Many young voters under 50 voted for him. He was winning them by over 30 points. And today I say you may not have a home in the Trump coalition, but there is a new generation of populist Democrats, and we welcome you.
All the scumbags that want to steal money, insider trade, be the recipient of Medicare fraud, get over to the Democrats where you belong, you rats. David, Lansing.
Shaun, the Epstein files, when you turn on channels like Microsoft Now, MS Now, and CNN, and they're screaming for releasing the Epstein files, I have an idea. Create a flyer. I'm going to do this when I get the time. I'm going to create a flyer.
Come on, you haven't worked in 10 years. You got nothing but time. You got a flip phone, for God's sakes. Create something, and it's going to take you 6 months. Where are you going to go, to Kinko's? All right, go ahead.
I'm going to go out to FedEx, and I'm going to print out 1,000 flyers. It's going to say release the Epstein files at the top. And you'll notice, like in all the pictures, if you Google it or whatever, you'll notice that 4 out of 5 people that are palling around with Epstein are Democrats. So I'd like to release the Epstein files.
It's 5 out of 5. And here's the other thing you got to know. Whenever somebody says Epstein, you say Pritzker. Whenever somebody says Epstein, you say Hoffman. Whenever somebody says Epstein, you say Wall Street. Because that's who made that possible. And you know the one person they can't seem to locate anywhere on Epstein Island is Donald Trump. But Bill Clinton, he's in the hot tub with a young, poor Lewinsky-like. 312-642-5600.
Make money, smoke cigars, and live free.